Alright, I'll be honest, the Switch Lite is very special to me. I've had my Switch Lite for 5 years now, crazy, right? My mom got it for me as a gift. She figured that the world was going something to do while everything shut down, and she was right. I'll acknowledge that this console is not for everyone, but I truly believe it is one of the best consoles Nintendo has recently produced. After 5 years of using the Switch Lite, I think I'm qualified to give my opinion on it. Maybe you've heard this before, but I'd say the battery holds up well. Once it is fully charged, I get about 4 hours of non-intensive gameplay out of it. For more intense games, I won't lie, the battery life does go down to maybe 3 hours. When I first got it, the numbers were more like 6 hours non-intensive and 4 hours intensive. I believe that it's held up pretty well. Of course, a large part of my experience does surround less intensive games. You all may know that I love my cozy and indie games, which are less intensive than most. My experience is pretty consistent with the official Nintendo website's estimates of 7 hours for a new console. The website also says that the battery life of the Switch OLED is between 4.59 hours. What I find interesting is that the new Switch 2 is reported on the website to only have between 2 to 6 hours of battery life. Of course, this could be because of higher processing power. So if battery life is important to you, and you don't plan on doing very intense gaming, maybe don't rush to the Switch 2. For me, however, the battery life has never been an issue with the Switch Lite. It has instead been one of its strong suits. I 100% think that the Switch Lite is the most portable of all the Switch devices. I can easily slip it into almost any bag I own, which is very impressive. Cases also do not add much bulk to the device, which I love because I am big on customization. Part of the reason it is so portable is because it does not have detachable Joy-Cons. Now for me, this was never an issue. I never played many games that needed detachable Joy-Cons. Maybe that's my lack of friends with the Switch. This is an apparent downside to some, however. I will say that I do believe separate Joy-Cons can be connected to the Switch Lite though. The final area I want to touch on is graphics. The Switch Lite is the smallest of all the Switches. It has a 5.5-inch LCD screen, which is not the best. I think the size is not entirely a downside. I find in some cases, the smaller screen hides many of the quality variations in games. When I play a game on a higher quality screen, I sometimes notice different defects. The Switch Lite doesn't have the power to display those defects. As a result, some games can look better on the Lite screen. Again, don't get a Switch Lite if you'll be playing graphically demanding games. To cozy gamers and less intensive gamers, I think this is a great console. I find it makes pixel art look especially good for the reasons I mentioned earlier. My final thoughts on if the Switch Lite is worth it in 2025 are absolutely 100%. This device is so convenient and powerful. I have taken it with me on so many trips, flights, and car rides. Every single time it has not failed to entertain me. It's also much cheaper new or second-hand compared to the Switch and Switch 2. Honestly, I am so happy with this console. I feel no rush to upgrade to a Switch 2. I do know that this is not everyone's thing, and you're well within your right to desire more power. If you're just a cozy gamer though, who wants to curl up with a fun simulator or world-building game, then this is 100% for you. I hope you all enjoy the Switch Lite as much as I have, and still do. Please tell me all your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. My guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.